everybody, Pastor Mark, Cross Christian Fellowship, Route 66. Today we're going to continue in looking at the 10 Commandments as we've been and will be over the next 2 weeks. The idea of the commandments, again, remember, we're not going to be able to live them perfectly, but it gives us an idea, it gives us a reflection of our lives, why we need the grace of God, why we need Him to work in our lives, why we need Him to save us. The third commandment we see today is found in verse 7 of chapter 20 of Exodus. You shall not take the name of the Lord your God in vain, for the Lord will not hold him guiltless which takes his name in vain. So yes, it's the idea that when we use his name as a swear word like GD or JC or that type of thing, it's being disrespectful of his name, it's being disrespectful of who he is in our lives. But it's also the idea of using his name to proclaim something that may not come true. He talks about false prophets who will come in and proclaim in his name that things will happen. He talks about we have to be careful, that we need to be sure if we're going to proclaim something in his name that it's something that he would desire to happen. Another example we find that is in the book of Acts, where the 7 sons of Sceva, when they went to cast the demon out of the demon-possessed guy, they said, "In the name of Jesus, of whom Paul preached about, we cast you out." And the demon said, "We know Jesus and we know Paul, but we don't know you." And what they ended up doing is beating these guys up. The reason is because these guys didn't have a relationship with Jesus. They were just trying to, as they thought, use magic. An example of my life, I gave a balloon to a friend of mine during a birthday dinner, and I said, "The Lord told me to give this to you." And he said, "Be careful what you say that the Lord tells you to do, because he may not have told you that." And it made me think, I have to be careful. I have to be careful telling people that of what the Lord tells me, because I need to be sure that he is telling me that before I share that. So with that aspect, keep those things in mind. Be careful how you use his name. Be careful to remember that he desires reverence, that he desires honor and respect. He loves us, but he desires that we follow him obediently. With that, guys, love you. If you need any prayer, get in touch with me. God bless.